In the following, you'll see the activity I led with my 8th, 5th, and 6th grade classes this week. My in-task standard of the week was student development. Not only did I want to create an intellectual, instrumental playing experience that breaks down a rhythm so that students may apply that to their commercial projects, but I wanted to engage them in musical decision making with each other so that would support their cooperation and their listening to one another, to support the idea of teamwork. I was insistent on making their creative ideas musical and not playing instruments or having any other conversation when someone was expressing their ideas. I also spent more time one-on-one with the individual groups to foster productivity. I'm also enjoying incorporating little extra musical elements throughout my lesson, as you'll see in just a moment. Name another classical composer. Beethoven. Do you know what Beethoven's favorite fruit was? Banana.
Banana.
Do you get it?
Banana.
Do you get the joke?
Banana.
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 Banana. You get it? Let's listen. Do you have one of those friends that she just has her head in the clouds all the time? You ask her a question, and she's like, "What?" Yeah, you know, one of those people.
Oh, yeah.
So I went up to her and I was like, "Have you seen my best friend Amanda?" And she goes, "Maybe." And I was like, "All right, well, you're no help." So I go up to the dean of the school, and you know what a dean of a college is? He's kind of like the what of a school? He's like the principal, yeah. And he was in a bad mood that day. So when I asked him, he went, "No, I have not." So then I saw my other friend, and I was like, "Hey, have you seen my best friend Amanda?" And she turned around, and it was Amanda. I thought it was my other friend, but the back of her head was the same. She turns around, and she goes, "Here I am." I need you to listen to this. Have you seen my best friend Amanda? Maybe. No, I have not. Hey, have you seen my best friend Amanda? Here I am. Can you stand up and do that with me, please? We'll break it down. Stand to your feet. Have you seen my best friend Amanda? This time with everyone's lips moving and speaking as well. 1, 2, here we go. Have you seen my best friend Amanda? Next part is maybe. No, I have not. Hi.
No, I have not. Have you seen my best friend? I can.
This time I'm going to add a surprise. But it's your job to keep going. 1, 2, ready, here you go.
Have you seen my best friend?
Maybe.
No, I have not. Have you seen my best friend? Here I am.
Excellent. So our hand drums are going to be Lily, James, and Carlos.
James not here.
James is not here, so Lily and Carlos are going to be our hand drums. How I would replace one word with an instrument. Hey, on the hand drum. In my musical piece, I'm going to choose maybe to go to the Gueros, because I think that sounds kind of confused. You can kind of be confused in this, so maybe. Can you practice that, Gueros? Maybe. And since no, I have not is such a low sound,
rotating eventually, so you need to pay attention to what the other parts are doing. We're coming up with how we're going to do our first phrase now. So we have a bunch of ideas for bongos, cowbells, and checkerays.
I think the bongo should do have you seen my, and then the cowbell should do best friend.
Best friend Amanda. And where do checkerays?
They can do ha ha here, I think.
You think they might go at the end? Okay, well let's try a few things. We'll get to your idea. So let's try bongos. Have you seen my? And then what happens?
Best friend Amanda.
Best friend Amanda. Let's try that. 1, 2, ready, here you go. Have you seen my Okay, one more time. 1, 2, ready, here you go. Do you want to try adding the checkerays to that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Here we go. It was almost clean, okay. Okay, please everybody put your instrument 2 feet from your feet. Somebody pick a number between 5 and 10. 7. We're going to rotate 7 spaces to the left. Count the stools. And please do not pick up your instrument once you get there. 2. You're doing a very nice job. And sometimes we want to make a really dramatic sound, but we still need to treat the instruments with respect. And what works better than just hitting the drum or smacking the drum is a bounce. A light bounce off of it, it makes just as loud a sound. And it's just as much power, and it sounds much more musical. Guys, let's try that again. We've had so much extra talk today. I don't think we're going to be able to do everything we need to do today and rotate. I don't think we're going to get a chance to rotate so you get to play more instruments. But this is what needs to happen. I want you to talk with a neighbor or two about what we can do to make this performance better. You have 25 seconds. How can we make it better? What do we come up with?
That we can remember our parts and stick to the melody, so then there can be more glamorosity.
More glamorosity. I like that. Everyone needs to be working together. You remember?
Yeah. Well, maybe we could try to say it by ourselves and you can like, you can do everybody, all of us have to say how do you say that?
Yeah, I think we agree that the words are going to help us. One more. Yeah, last week we talked about conducting. It's the conductor's job to make sure everyone's together, so I will cue you certainly this time. Everyone in playing position?